Hi, and welcome to day 2 of planning your Disney World vacation. If you missed day 1, please go check it out. But for today, we're going to be talking about when should you be planning for your vacation. Now, for some of you, that's already planned. You've got a wedding coming up and you're going on a honeymoon, or you can only go when the kids are out of school for a specific time. So you've gotten all that covered. But what are some other things that you may want to consider? Some people love to go when it's very busy or just on the holidays, and that's actually their thing. I like going when it's going to be as slow as possible. Now, for me, I go by myself. I'm not going with other people, so I have a fairly flexible work schedule. So I try to go during the week, Monday through Friday, because those are going to be the slowest times, specifically Monday through Thursday even, and I can hit up one park a day, and if I'm not taking a rest day. Now, sometimes I'll take a rest day on Wednesday, and then I will go on Friday as well to hit that fourth park. So what are the things that you may want to consider when you're looking at it? Anytime that schools are out, you are going to have more people at Disney World. So if the schools are going to have a holiday like MLK Day or some other holiday, they've got a long weekend, you need to be looking at that as maybe that's going to be a little bit more crowded time and you're not going to be able to get as much done in the parks. It may be the best time for you to go, but that's going to also usually be your more expensive times as well. Anytime there's a holiday, you just have to expect the parks to be busier. Some other things you want to consider when planning your time is what rides are going to be open, what's going to be closed, when are things coming in. So for now, we know that on January 23rd, Splash Mountain will officially close. Now, it's probably unlikely, if you have not already planned your trip, that you're not going to be able to go before then. And the Tiana's Bayou Adventure is not going to be open until 2024. Now, Tron, we know, is supposed to open sometime in the spring. We do not have an official date yet. Some people are saying April. We're not really sure when that's going to be. Could it be for the opening of the Disney 100th anniversary? On October 23rd of next year, I believe that's the date. Please, I'll put it up here if I'm wrong. But that is the date of the 100 Years of Disney official day celebration. But they're going to be celebrating from April 1st on, because as soon as the 50th ends on March 31st, then the 100th begins for the Disney World Corporation. What about the festivals? So are you wanting to go to any specific festivals, specifically at Epcot? Epcot has multiple festivals during January to mid to late February is the Festival of the Arts, or the IFARTS Festival, as some people call it. And then there's usually about a week off between these festivals, by the way. But then you have the Flower and Garden Festival. And then you have the longest running festival, which will run around June, July. They've not announced the official dates, but that is the Food and Wine Festival. And then, of course, you have the Holiday Festival in late November to the end of December. So those are the festivals, and I've been to all of them. They all have something unique to offer. I think my favorite is probably the Holidays Festival because of the great storytellers that you get to hear. But every one of them was so special and unique, and I absolutely adored all of the festivals at Epcot. The after hours are coming back from at least right now, and they're just going to be general after hours. They're going to be at the different parks on specific dates, and they're going to be about $150. So if you want to skip a day, you want to do something else for a day and then only go to the park at night, you can get in 2 hours before the park closes, and that it's going to be a much smaller crowd, so you'll be able to get to do more. I'm not sure what all they're going to be offering, but I know some of that is that the snacks are going to be included with that. I've not done one of these yet. This is just when they're bringing them back. But then there's also the holiday after hours, and I have done these, and these are fantastic. The Halloween after hours and the Christmas after hours, you get special shows, special fireworks, sometimes special parades, all of special meet and greets. All of this is offered during those times, and that's something you might want to also consider. And then for a special bonus, we know we don't have a date yet, but at some point next year, probably later in the year, based on what they said at D23, Figment is coming back to Epcot as a meet and greet character. And I am very excited about that. If you are a fan of old Epcot, then you probably are a big Figment fan as well. With the movie coming out, it's probably going to coincide with that somehow. And you can come see that at Epcot. Also, probably later in the year, we don't know when, the Moana water walkthrough is going to be opening up, but we don't have an official date for that either. So a lot of this is just trying to plan around a time when you think things may be opening. I like to go, September is usually a really good time to go after kids are back in school. The first week of November, if it's not Jersey week, then that's a great time to go. The first week of December is also a good time to go. And then late January, early February is a good time to go. Those are the best times for the lowest crowds that you're going to find, because that's typically a time when kids are in school and that you can go and see as much as possible. So that's when I try to go for my trips. But I have also gone, like I was there on the 4th of July last year, and that was insane. That was super busy. But again, I'm not somebody that has to go and feel like I have to ride everything at the parks now. I can just go enjoy myself because I've been so many times. If you are going for the first time, you're going to want to experience everything if you're trying to get it all in, if you think this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So just consider when you're going to be able to do the most if that's your mindset going in. But that's all that should be coming in 2023. Leave your comments below on what else you'd like me to cover, or if there's something I missed on when you're planning on going to Disney World. My next trip happens to be February 6th through the 10th, and if you're going to be there then, I hope to see you. Don't forget that if you're a plus-size person, make sure to check out the guide.fattestedtravel.com, which is the sponsor of this series, to make sure for only $7 you're going to get a guide for a confidence booster, a checklist for going to Disney World, a savings guide, and how to use Genie Plus. So that's guide.fattestedtravel.com. Go check it out and support the channel.